Hi guys, welcome back to my XPS guide. Now I'm gonna review Elephim. So like you know that she's a Bard type buffer. So let's compare her to Seaside Nico and Zargabat. Why I don't compare her to Ramza? Yes, Ramza is also a Bard, but he's not top tier anymore. So I think it's better to compare Elephim to Seaside Nico and Zargabat. So let's begin. If you take a look on her health, it is pretty good, okay? With 70% health boost, she can get high health. Survivability is one of the most important things that you need to pay attention on your buffer, because if they are dead, who's gonna support your party? And for MP, she is also very good. With 60% MP boost, I believe she can always sing without worry in the battle. And yeah, maybe it is lower than Seaside Nico, but I think 60% is enough, okay? For other defensive stats, her defense gets 50% boost, which is better than Seaside Nico, but lower than Zargabat. For Spirit, it is very good, okay? Because she learned 100% Spirit, so it is much higher than Seaside Nico. So I believe she can survive 1 or 2 strong AoE magic attack from the enemy, unlike Seaside Nico. So on defensive terms, she is better than Seaside Nico, okay? Especially on her 7-star form, she gets minus 75% chance of being targeted by the enemy. So she is rarely getting attacked by single target attack. So it is very good because, like I said, if your buffer dead, then probably your other characters gonna follow them soon because their defense and spirit going down, okay? For another defensive stats, she has 50% water, wind, and light resist. And yes, that's pretty good, but she's not an AoE magic tank, so it is kinda not important, I guess, okay? For ailment resist, she has paralyzed on 6-star form and getting petrified too on her 7-star form. But the most important thing is the stop resist. You need to equip her Trust Master reward, but it's okay because it also upgrades her LP, which is very good, I think. So the bad thing about her is, from what I know, okay, Bard, if they get silenced, they cannot sing in the battle. So this is kind of a downer because she doesn't have silent resist. But I'm not sure, okay, whether the silence effect works on her or not. I mean, yeah, maybe from what I hear, that if you get silence, then you cannot use that your singing skill. But not sure about Elephim. Maybe she's not. It is not considered as singing skill because she used harp, okay? I'm not sure, okay? Just try by yourself. But if the silence stop her song, then it is kind of bad in my opinion, okay? And she also get 2 LP crystals per turn. It is good, but I prefer 100% faster LP rate. So I think that's all you need to know about her stats. Pretty good for a buffer. Now let's take a look on her abilities. So she learns many utilities, okay? For the 5-star form on the beginning, she able to do a 50% stats break for 3 turns. So it is like Tim and Mim, but I don't think that's special, okay? Because if you want to use something like that, then simply bring Tim and Mim, not her, okay? And next is Loosen Flap. So this will increase all allies LB gauge by 150% and fill 5 LB crystals to all allies, including herself. So it is pretty good because you will learn later that one of her main strength is her limit burst. So you want to use that, and this Loosen Flap is not her singing skill. So you can cast this without worrying. Next is Purging Itofi or something like that. I don't know how to spell this, okay? It is magic damage with MP drain. Her magic stats is low, so I don't think it will drain lots of MP, but I think with enough magic, this can be deadly on the PvP battle, because if you MP drain the enemy, then they cannot do anything. Okay, so pretty good. Now let's talk about her singing skill. So the first, maybe it is really important, okay, Fairies Gaffot or something like that. It is 120% all stats buff for 2 turns. So yes, that's pretty top tier, I guess. But again, yeah, 120% is high, but without damage mitigation, that's kinda not that useful, I think. Next is White Wings Cantata. Okay, this will heal lots of health. Okay, but the point of this one is it allows all allies to use dual white magic. I think this is kind of pointless, guys. Okay, because with White Wings Cantata, you will heal lots of MP. I mean health. Okay, because like you have seen before that her spirit stats is good, but the dual white magic buff may be kind of useless. Okay, because most top tier healers able to use dual white magic, and yes, most white mage it can equip staff, so you can simply give them holy wand to have dual white magic. So this buff is kind of stupid in my opinion, because if you use this, you cannot buff your stats, so that's kind of downer. And next is Black Wing Serenade. This is also kind of stupid in my opinion. Actually, this is not stupid, because let's say you want to have good MP battery, then she can become a good one using this skill, but the side effect is the stupid thing. Okay, dual black magic. So yeah, most top tier or good black mage already have built-in dual black magic, so it is also useless in my opinion. So I think you should forget this to exist on her singing ability. Next is Passionate Fugue or something like that. Okay, so it buffs all allies attack and magic by 140%. So yes, it is higher than Maritime Strategist Nicole, and yeah, without side effect, because Courageous Stance, if I'm not mistaken, buff your attack and magic by 103%, but it breaks your defense and spirit. But this one doesn't have side effect like that. It even break enemies defense and spirit by 55%, so it is above average, and it also refresh your MP 24 MP, so it is not that high, but with her high spirit it will restore quite nice amount of MP, so pretty good. This is really good on, let's say, like raid event, where when you want to one-shot the boss, okay, you can break defense and spirit and increase your party's attack and magic at the same time. So yeah, this is very useful for newbie players, because for veteran players like me, you don't need this type of buff to kill the 4 million health bosses. Next is probably the best singing skill, okay, and the one that you want to use because it increases your defense and spirit by 140%. I already said this multiple times. Survivability is everything. As long as you able to live, then you able to kill the enemy. Okay, so this is the the song that you need to sing on the battle. It also break your enemy's attack and magic by 55%, so it is again above average. Very good. And it also gives you health regen, but I don't think the amount will be good, okay, because the base healing only 850, so I guess it only heals about 1000 to 1500 health per turn. So enough about her singing skill, let's talk about her other skill. Now, for her cooldown, there are two cooldown abilities. The first is Queen's Punishment. This one, I must say, is kinda, I don't say this one is bad, okay, but this is kinda bad, yeah, mediocre for a cooldown ability. First, remove all status effects from all enemies. Yes, it is good. It is basically Dispelga, but the side effect inflict 5 random status ailments to all enemies. Yes, it is another good ability for the PvP battle, but for normal battle, then most enemies won't be affected by the status ailments. So basically, you only use this for the Spellga. But remember, she is a bard. Okay, so if you sing this, then that means your defense and spirit song, which I have talked before, won't be active, and that is pretty dangerous. Next is healing fragrance. Yes, this is good. Okay, restore health MP. So it is basically mega elixir, but the problem is the cooldown is too long. And again, if you use this, then who's gonna buff your party members? They are probably gonna be dead after you heal them, so it is pointless. Okay, and finally, her LB. It is the best feature on her. It breaks enemies' attack, defense, magic, spirit by 75%. How's that not awesome? It is only 4% less than Machina Limit Burst, okay? And Machina Limit Burst only break attack and magic and only affects single enemy, but this one affect all targets. So this is really good, okay? It also increase your attack, defense, magic, spirit by 145%. Yes, that's pretty good. And also restore health and MP by 20% to all allies. MP restore is very good, especially on herself. So you don't need to worry about her MP regen, because yeah, after singing that defense and spirit song, simply use this LB and tada, you will recover your MP. And remember, this LB is not a singing skill, so this is what's very good from this LB. Okay, if you have cast this, then you able to cast other abilities. Okay, you can cast that healing fragrance, you can cast that I forgot the name. Okay, the LB Lucent Flap or something like that. Okay, to make sure you able to cast this LB as soon as possible. And this LB also unlock another singing skill, Rainbow Wings. So it restores nice amount of health and MP and increase magic and spirit by 170%. So it is kinda not bad, okay? Because if you use this, then your LB's buff is still active, so you don't need to worry about attack and defense stats because you still retain the effect from the LB. Okay, but and again, enable skills for one turn to all allies. Dual cast. This is also useless. Okay, this is useless because most of the good dual caster already have dual cast. For example, Rem. The next one is Transtera, but her 7-star form, okay, because you need to equip her with her own Transmastery Reward. So I think that's all you need to know about her abilities. Now let's talk about equipment. So for equipment, it is pretty simple, okay? You want to buff her spirit, health, basically her survivability, because you want to make her to be alive in the battle. And the next important thing is the equipment to boost her faster, to boost her LBV rate. Okay, so that's why I equip her with Mystical Skull. With Mystical Skull, she gonna have 50% faster LBV rate. I'm not sure, okay, but if you're able to retain, able to stack the effect of the Mystical Skull, then I think it is better to equip 2 Mystical Skull on her, okay? And that's why Protector of Lapis is also good for her, because yeah, it gives her LB feel rate, okay? So I think that's all you need to know about her equipment. My conclusion for Elephim. So she is really good Bard, okay? I think she is the only Bard who has still value on this game, okay? But the problem is, yes, stats buff is good, But right now, we kinda almost always need damage mitigation. So unless you have a side character who able to give you damage mitigation, then I don't think it is worth to use Elephim, especially on 10-man battles. I know that her singing skill only lasts for 2 turns, so she's more flexible than Ramza, whose song is lasts for 3 turns. But again, yeah, I don't like Bard type buffer, okay, so sorry if my review is kind of biased here, but really she is a good one, especially her LB, okay, her LB is really insane. Make sure you level it to the max if you gonna use her on your party. Elephim is pretty good, okay, but I prefer to use instant buffer like Seaside Nico or Zargabat. And I think her Trust Master reward is also niche. Basically, she's the only one who not who can, but who want to use that. Okay, because yeah, maybe Roy, but Roy, if you have her, then I think she's better than Roy, so no reason to give this LB to, this Trust Master reward to Roy. Her Super Trust Master reward is really good, maybe the best rope for almost every healer or support on this game. Also, you only need 1 Elephim in the battle, so simply get the Super Trust Master reward if you get 4 Elephim by enemy. Okay, very good Super Trust Master reward, especially yeah, the 50% faster LBV rate. Many top tier healers or supports have nice LB, so that's why I really like the Super Trust Master reward. So in the end, I can only give her 9 maybe to maximum 9.5. okay. So yep, I think that's all you need to know about Elephim. She is probably Bards done right. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave Exvius guide. Bye bye guys.